guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Emily. Today I'm going to be giving my 100% honest review on Peachybbies slime. Now what happened was I ordered this and you'll see in the next coming clips that I was missing a clay piece, and if you guys haven't watched already, my last Peachybbies order, I was actually missing 2 small items in my package. I emailed Peachybbies and got nothing back from her, but I emailed her again regarding the situation, and because of this whole situation, she is actually giving me $50 off my next purchase, which is amazing, and that means I'm going to be doing another Peachybbies review soon, because I definitely got to use that coupon code, so stay tuned for that. Also, if you're excited for this, make sure to continue watching. Before we get into this video, make sure to join the Mako frenzy by hitting that subscribe button, as well as comment down your favorite slime from this video, and show me that you like this video by hitting that like button. Now you know what time it is.
Welcome to the Shark Tank. Make sure you click that start game button.
Today's shoutouts are Cute Dog and Kawaii Panda.
If you want to be shouted like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that subscribe button.
Okay, so now that we got that over and done with, let's get into the unboxing. This came in a newly updated Peachybbies box, which is so adorable. I did notice when opening the box that there was no, packing peanuts or anything like that to hold the slimes in place, so they were able to move freely, but nothing was damaged. This order came with a squishy and a wristband, as well as 2 stickers, an activator pin, and all the slimes I ordered. In total, I ordered 6 slimes, and it was priced at $124, including shipping. The slimes that I ordered are Honey Butter DIY Kit, Sour Watermelon Freeze, Cereal Milk Frosting, Strawberry Shortcake Bar DIY Clay Kit, Fruity Pebbles Crispies, and Apple Pie Vanilla Ice Cream DIY Kit. I did notice that these containers are different containers she had previously, so these are updated. The labels are slime proof, and the top labels are actually printed on the lids, which is pretty cool. I did personally like the other containers better. I found they were more sturdy and just better quality. But that is my personal opinion, and it's just minor. These are all 6-ounce slimes, so yeah, let's get into this package now. The first slime that we are going to talk about is Fruity Pebbles Crispies. Now, before we get into talking about it, I just realized on these listings they do say that they are 7-ounce slimes. I do want to mention that some of these weren't filled to the top. And yes, when they are filled to the absolute top, they are 7 ounces of slime. But when they are to the fill line, they are only 6 ounces. But I'm not going to go through this process again. I'm just gonna say that now and get over it, I guess. So yeah, just so you know, that's how it is. Anyway, this is 7-ounce slime priced at $13.50. This is a Floam slime. The cool thing about the slime is it's not like a small microfloam slime or a bigger Floam slime. They're like a medium-sized ball, which is really unique and cool. Once you open these containers, you can actually notice a little plastic kind of top that you can pull off for your slime. I find that pretty cool because I haven't seen a container like that. And it is very unique and cool. I did notice as soon as I opened this, I could smell the Fruity Pebbles scent right away. It was a really good, strong scent, and I really enjoyed the scent of it. I did notice when I pulled all these slimes out that they were overactivated, but honestly, I would prefer overactivated slimes rather than underactivated slimes. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, so I've noticed though that this slime, once pulling it out, was really packed with the foam, and with it being so packed, the overactivation, it's really hard to stretch. So what I did was just add a bit of lotion, and then it softened it up. But I did notice the more I played with it, it wouldn't inflate, and I find a lot of like foam slimes inflate really easily because it traps the air pockets really well, but I found in this case it didn't do that. So I was kind of disappointed. I feel like I kind of deflated the slime the more I played with it, which is kind of strange. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But because of that, I'm going to give this slime 4 out of 5 sharks because I really just enjoy my slime being like fluffy and crunchy. I noticed that this one just didn't do it for me, and that's just kind of my personal preference. But on the same side, there was no bead fallout or foam fallout at all. So that is really unique, but I do recommend this slime for more table play, like having on the side of your table, because it is very easy to do that. Okay, this next one is actually called Honey Butter DIY Kit, and this is a 7-ounce slime plus 1 ounce priced at $13.99. If you're asking where is the 1-ounce slime, well, I'm a dum-dum, and I definitely thought it was for the apple pie kit, so I don't know why. I have no idea why, but I put it with the apple pie kit, but I had fun with that. So you'll see in a couple minutes what I did. But yes, this is my fault for this. So yeah, blame it on me. My fault. Anyway, this slime is beautifully thick. Like, it is very thick feeling, and it has such a soft, elegant scent as honey butter rolls. So it's like savory, but not super savory. It has that natural sweetness scent. It smells like fresh out of the oven. Like, it smells really delicious. Like, honestly, my favorite slime from the package is this one right here. It wasn't perfumey at all or anything. I do notice that Peachybbies has more of like a perfumey tone scent to them. Usually I feel like they have like a little sweetness always added in, but this one was so natural and so just amazing. I love the scent of this one a lot. So, yeah, this is a very thick butter slime. I did not deactivate this one. I don't know why. I didn't put any glycerin or lotion in. I don't know why. I really don't know why either. I have so much questions for myself too. Anyway. This is a beautiful yellow color, and honestly, once you stretch it, it doesn't rip, even with how thick it is. It is definitely like a creamy clay slime, and honestly, once you squish your hands in, it gives those big bubble pops. And once you inflate it as well, it gives like sizzles too. So the more you inflate it, the more like sizzly it gets, and I do notice that this one actually is able to fit back into the container a couple minutes after. You just gotta squish the bubbles out. It is really easy to deflate. I love the little aggressive bubble pops this slime gives, and I feel like this is very beginner friendly. It's not tacky at all. It's very easy to play with, and the smell of it is great. I feel like any kind of slimer could get into this kind of slime, so I'm very happy with this one. I'm going to give this one a 5 out of 5 sharks, and you know, this is definitely a beautiful slime, and I highly recommend this one. And, I mean, the 1 ounce honey you could add on the top, like, that's amazing. I just really messed that up. So, I'm sorry for that, guys, but, you know how it is. Okay, so now we have Strawberry Shortcake Bar DIY Clay Slime Kit. This is a 7-ounce slime plus the clay ice cream scoop priced at $15.99. If you stuck around for the intro, you would have heard me talk about that I was missing my DIY bar part for this slime. And after contacting Peachybbies, and a little recap here with my previous order and this order, what she's doing is giving me $50 off my next purchase. So don't worry, that is all dealt with. She has dealt with my problems. So guess what, guys? If you guys have problems, she's going to deal with them as well. So this slime base is actually like a really thick and glossy base. I could notice as soon as I pulled it out, you could see the little strawberry fimo slices on the bottom, as well as I think like little strawberry like sprinkles and such. The scent was really delicious smelling. It smells like strawberry ice cream and has a beautiful light pink bubblegum sort of color. What I love about this slime is it's such a thick base, but it's still easily able to stretch. With how overactivated they were, this did not rip or tear too much. All I did was add some lotion, and you don't even need glycerin. A little bit of lotion on a white glue base will just do the trick. And after that, it became so easy to stretch and fluff up. This slime gave such aggressive bubble pops, and if you're really into that, like I am, this is perfect for that. I absolutely love thick and glossy slimes because when they're done right, they are perfect. And I'm not gonna lie, Peachybbies has one of my favorite recipes for thick and glossy textures. I mean, I go back to her slimes on the daily for these sort of textures. So because of that, I'm going to give this beautiful slime a 5 out of 5 sharks, and I highly recommend, like I said, if you are into thick and glossy textures, I think Peachybbies has one of the best textures out there for thick and glossy textures, so I definitely recommend, if any slime you're going to pick, choosing a thick and glossy texture. Now we have Sour Watermelon Freeze. Now, this is actually an icy slime texture, but she labels it as a soft ice texture. And this is 7 ounces, priced at $12.99. This is beautiful when you open it up because it's topped off with little watermelon fimo slices and pink sprinkles. And also, it is a layered slime, so on the bottom is a beautiful bright green color, and on the top is a beautiful bright pink color. I noticed when pushing in the slime, it did have sort of a wet residue, which is pretty typical for icy slimes, but we're going to see how this goes. When pulling the slime out, I did notice that there was less green ratio, and that is good because it turned into a very beautiful color. I feel like that this slime turned into a beautiful peachy kind of color and was easily able to stretch. I did not deactivate the slime because most of the time with instant snow slimes, where there's any case of instant snow in it, the more you play with it, the more it will deactivate a little bit, especially in a clear base. I noticed that the scent was really good. It smells like sweet watermelon, but this one, honestly, to me, has too aggressive of a scent. It has more of a perfumey tone to it, which is totally fine. It's just my personal preference that it did irritate my nose after a while. I did find this was a strong and aggressive scent, but that just could be the fact that, like, it's just I'm not into this kind of scent, so it could just kind of hype up the process for my nose. Who knows? I get it. Who knows? Anyway, I did notice the more I was playing with this, I was hoping the wet residue would go away and the fallout would drop out of drop out of it, meaning stop. But unfortunately, with this ice texture, it did not. And I feel like ice textures are really hard to get perfect, and personally, for me, this texture just was not it. I feel like the recipe just needs a little bit of tweaking, but it still gives those little bubble pops. It doesn't inflate, so if you don't like inflatable slimes, this is great. But mostly the fact that the wet residue kind of just threw me off, especially when you let slime sit for like even a month and you go back to play with it. If you do notice a wet residue off the start, it really just like triples its speed after a week or two. You'll notice you'll pick it up and you're like, wow, I don't remember it being this wet. I find that once you notice the slime is going to be wet, it just gets even wetter. I don't even know why. I have no idea. That is just my process that I've noticed. And yeah, But because of that, I'm going to give this slime a 3 out of 5 sharks. Like I said, I just think this recipe needs to be tweaked a little bit just to make it a little more enjoyable when playing with it. Other than that, it's not due to the scent because that is my personal preference. I do really enjoy the soft sizzles it gives, and it is very spreadable. This next one we're going to talk about is actually called Cereal Milk Frosting. This is a 7-ounce slime priced at $12.99. This is topped off with rainbow sprinkle mix and foam beads. And this was actually really unique. Also, when I took this container out, there's a little sus object in there. Not sure if that was meant to be there or not, but just gonna mention it. Anyway, what I was gonna say, this is a butter slime texture, and it was supposed to be swirled with a white and yellow tone, but mine was mixed in transit, which is pretty normal for me, especially anyway. I did notice when opening this, it was the same scent as the Fruity Pebbles Crispies, which, I mean, it kind of disappointed me, but it was to be expected. I was just hoping for a different kind of scent, especially when they are labeled a different scent. Yeah, I still enjoy the scent because it is really nice. I noticed this texture was so unique and cool, but off the start of it, there's these like little foam beads, but they're like more of like a glossy kind of bead, because with the overactivated slime, I wouldn't deactivate them a little bit until I tried to inflate them. So these, at the start of all these, are like what they came out of the container with. And so when it was overactivated like this, I did notice those would pop out randomly on their own free time. And I think that was just because of the activation, because as soon as I inflated the slime and got it a little more tackier, it was able to hold in those beads no problem. I noticed once I did deactivate it too, this became such a fluffy, creamy texture like no other. It didn't even feel like a butter slime recipe. It was really unique. It has great sizzles, and it kind of turns into like a funfetti frosting kind of look once it's inflated. I really enjoy the texture of this, and it's probably my favorite texture out of the package. I really, really, really enjoy this texture, and I'm really happy with it. I find this is also very beginner friendly and easy to play with and give bubble pops and ASMR properties. So I'm going to give this slime 5 out of 5 sharks, and I'm not going to deduct it any for the fallout just because it was overactivated. And yeah, I mean, if you know how to deactivate it, it was perfectly fine. So yeah, I do recommend it for anyone that likes this kind of texture or, like I said, very beginner friendly. All right, drum roll for the last slime of this package. It is Apple Pie Vanilla Ice Cream DIY Slime Kit. This is a 7-ounce slime plus the clay ice cream scoop. It's priced at $15.99. So upon opening this, it has a little cool plaid label. I think that's cute. You notice that this is a very packed jelly slime on the top of it, but it actually has a cloud dough recipe on the bottom of it. So what I did to take the slime out was I just squeezed the container sides and just plopped it out. I find this is the easiest way to take out complicated slimes. And yeah, I did notice once squishing this in, there was a lot of jelly cubes. So like the cloud dough is represented as the crust. And I always recommend playing with your base slime before adding in the clay ice cream scoop. That way you get to try 3 different textures, and you get to really feel a whole bunch of things for what you've paid for. So you might as well. Anyway, I noticed when playing with this, it turned into like a super creamy like texture. It smells so good. It smells exactly like apple pie. I know I said my favorite scent was actually the honey butter DIY kit, but this is actually probably tied with that one because it is so good. It didn't have a perfumey scent either, which was just amazing. I love the savory sweet aspect to it. I did notice when playing with this and stretching it, it was quite difficult with the amount of jelly cubes, but the great thing is these jelly cubes are easily able to be squished. They're not hard whatsoever, so you could just squish them, squish their little guts out, and enjoy your slime better. So after that, I wanted to assemble this kit with the clay ice cream scoop and, of course, the 1 ounce slime of honey that I thought was for this slime. But anyway, yeah, like what I messed up. But anyway, it looks super cute. I just drizzled the honey sauce on the top, which I thought was like a caramel sauce. I don't know, okay? I just don't ask me any questions about it. I don't know. I asked myself, okay? Anyway, I noticed when squishing the clay in, it was so soft and not dried out whatsoever. Also, mixing it in turned into a white fluffy texture. And yeah, when you mixed in the clay, it was just really soft and turned it to a lighter brown color. Sorry, not texture. Duh. It didn't change the scent ratio at all, which was amazing. I love the scent on it, so I was really happy about that. I noticed that after adding in the clay, it definitely turned into surprisingly more of a cloud dough texture. It actually surprised me because I expected this to be more of like a butter slime or like a sleigh slime sort of, but it actually turned more into like a cloud dough recipe, especially after letting it sit. And I found this was really fun to assemble, and I'm really happy with it. So because of that, I'm going to give this slime a 5 out of 5 sharks, and I really enjoyed making this DIY slime. I'm very happy with the finished results. So I definitely recommend checking out one of Peachybbies' DIY slime kits, especially if you love DIY slime kits. Mako's Picks. Number 6, Sour Watermelon Freeze. Number 5, Fruity Pebbles Crispies. Number 4, Strawberry Shortcake Bar DIY Clay Kit. Number 3, Cereal Milk Frosting. Number 2, Apple Pie Vanilla Ice Cream DIY Kit. Number 1, Honey Butter DIY Kit. Overall, I actually really enjoyed all these textures, and I feel like it was a great idea to overactivate these slimes in this kind of heat. I would way rather add some softener in rather than activating melted slime. I don't know if you guys feel that way. Let me know, actually. Let me know what you would rather, if you'd rather overactivated slimes or underactivated. I honestly am really happy with the way Peachybbies dealt with my order problem, and I can't wait to purchase from her again. So because of that, I am happy, and I definitely recommend checking out Peachybbies shop. I'll have her link down below, and I definitely recommend checking her out. But before you go, make sure to join the Mako Frenzy by hitting that subscribe button, as well as leave a comment down below on your favorite slime from this video. And show me that you like this video by hitting that like button. I'll see you guys next time.